good morning and welcome back to Visit Fylde Coast. We're at the beach clean today, which is why I've got my bright orange on. And this is the aftermath of Storm Eilen. What a mess, honestly, what a mess. It's quite mild actually, the wind has just completely dropped. As you can see, I've not got any little spruts flapping about. And it's actually really nice even though it's grey. But goodness gracious me, what a mess that storm's made. The sand everywhere. The prom is absolutely covered in sand. The road sweeper's just turned up. So he's going to spend all morning going up and down and up and down and up and down. And our house looks like the Sahara Desert. I kid you not. So I thought we'd just take a little bit of a look anyway and see what's happened with Storm Eilen at Russell Beach. So come with me and we will see what we can see. Let's start with this little dicky bird. He's walking away from me. You can just see him in the middle of the shot. I think he's got a bad leg. He's got a bit of a limp, hasn't he? Cute little chap. He's a little turnstone. And he's turning stones over to find something to eat. He's got a poorly foot. Oh, poor little turnstone. Poor little turnstone. I would imagine there's quite a few animals perished in this wind that we've had. Storm Eilen as well, it was quite awful, but look at the lakes. Don't they just look pretty? Snow-capped hills in the distance. They're beautiful. That looks really pretty. Just as long as it stops there, we very, very rarely get any snow down here. These are our trusty beach cleaners out litter picking and cleaning all the detritus up. I would imagine they'll get quite a bit today. This little bird is coming nearer to me, look. That's not on any zoom at all. He's moving nearer Mr. Hopalong. So this is where they've been doing some of the beach works. So there's some finished groundwork down there, but it's underwater at the minute. And then here is where they've done the toe protection. And thankfully the toe protection has done its job. It's taken a lot of the energy out of the water and it stopped a lot of the erosion, because you can see how much sand it's washed away as it's been flapping up the beach. And the idea is that when the groins are in, this is just a pile of rocks. This is not a groin, this is not finished. These are just stored. So the idea is that the groins, when they're in, will meet up to this line of rocks. The beach will build up and you'll not get quite as much erosion and hopefully not quite as much sand blowing about either. But you can see how much it's dropped it. It's dropped it quite a lot. And without these rocks, I think it would have been chopped away right up to the sea wall. Actually, that's quite a drop on it, that, isn't it? I'm sort of, if you said that my eyes are 5'4"-ish, and it's quite a height to those steps. It's as tall as me. So I don't think actually that we've had a lot of damage in Cleveland, other than an absolute mess left at the back by all the rubbish, by all the sand. These are quite attractive, I think, these rocks. This old groin looks as if it's suffered a bit of a battering when the diggers have been going over the top of it. It looks as if it's collapsed. These will be coming out when they do the beach works. It's lovely though. Just enjoy a nice long walk. The prom is absolutely covered in sand. In fact, to tell you what, we'll take a walk up here. We'll go along the beach and we'll go up to this next set of steps. So you can see what a good job all our beach cleaners have done. They've really picked a lot of litter up. the foam's been flying as well. So that had been going like mad. We got a report that the Christmas tree was just about ready for falling over. So we were in two minds whether to go out and look at that. But thankfully, it's still in exactly the same place where we left it. Goodness me, look how that's chopped away. That's quite dramatic. Quite dramatic. So I'm afraid I'm not going out in storm force gales, putting myself at risk and getting wet through and blown away making videos. So if that makes me a bad vlogger, that makes me a bad vlogger. What's that? Plastic. It's a bit that somebody's missed. It does look like an animal, to be fair. And that's why animals eat things and then end up getting choked. That's a nice branch. That'd be lovely in somebody's garden. It would. And then when we get to this next set of steps, you'll see just how much sand there is all over. It's absolutely piled up. It gets in all those places that you didn't think it possibly could. They've moved up, they're down there now, the litter pickers. My back's really hurting today, so I'm not litter picking. I've done my Cleveley's jobs this morning. I do multiple hours of Cleveley's jobs every day. Goodness, look how it's piled up. Huh. So this little wall that they've added, this little sea wall that they've added at the left, this is finished. And it's not going any further than this, but just look at the footpath. It's just full of sand. It's just full of sand from one end to the other. Here's a mineral sweep. So there's these little lugs here. There's some boards that go across to form a flood barrier. So this wall's finished. And they'd cleaned all the foam off it, and now it's as bad again. Oh heck, I think it looks like the road signs copped it. So Mr. Road Sweeper's just going to go up and down and up and down. Look at the benches. They were all clean. Everything looked lovely, it looked clean and tidy. And it's just all cacked up in sand. Roll on summer. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that little look round. Not very exciting, but that's how we roll in Cleveley's. We like peace and quiet and tranquility. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.